Welcome to the vibrant island city of Macau, China. As it's only 11 square miles, Macau, one of the most thickly populated and wealthiest world cities, host to glitzy gambling resorts as well as 25 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. This modern city's got a unique old world charm and a rich heritage of Chinese and Portuguese culture. Hello, I'm Paul Han. A very warm welcome, badminton fans, to final Sunday of the 14th edition of the Macau Open. Its rich history dating back to 2006 here at the Tapsiak Multi-Sports Pavilion. From this season's 29 World Tour tournaments, only 4 remain. Here's where we've been already, and here's where we're going soon. With the Fuzhou China Open, the Hong Kong Open, Guangzhou Korea Masters, all leading up to the December showpiece, HSBC BWF World Tour Finals in Guangzhou. The final dash, a rush to grab all those important points in November. Badminton fans worldwide excited with another finals day ahead. First up, a mixed doubles, an all-seeded Thai Chinese top 25 clash between number 1 seeds PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI and 6 seeds WANG and CHENG. Then, unusually, our women's singles final is a repeat of last year's title decider. Defending champion Michelle Li hopes to replicate her performance 12 months ago to again see off Chinese team Han Wei. Our third final sees Du Yue and Li Yinhui square off with the top Thai team Kitharakun and Jai for the women's doubles honours. Match 4, men's singles class act. Former world number 2 in May of this year, Xu Yuqi as top seed puts his rehabilitated ankle to the test once more against the talented Thai Sithikom Thamasin. An all Chinese men's doubles final to round out our day. Top seeds, the Twin Towers, Li and Liu, hope to derail the 8th seeds of 5th Chinese pair, Huang Ke-xiang and Liu Chong. Both teams yet to concede a game. So into the last big push to qualify in our HSBC Race to Guangzhou, the World Tour finale, just 4 tournaments away from the second staging of the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals, the ultimate destination on the World Tour. Remember, only the top 8 qualify from each discipline to contest the big money event. It's all reflected in high-intensity competition here, scrapping for the points and prizes. Who will stand above the rest? You can see there, number 5 on that list are the top seeds in this event. We're watching them very shortly in the final here. The Thais, the Chapol, PUAVARANUKROH and Satsiri TAERATTANACHAI. They would really rise, you'd imagine, if they can win today. So the Thai mixed doubles standouts as hot favourites here to take the first title of the day. There's the draw. That's how they beat their path to today's showdown. Let's see a good win for the Thais against the Chinese Feng and Lin in their semi-final. That was a straight game affair, but a very tight second game, that one. And Wang Chi-Lin and Chung Chi-Ya, the 6 seeds, well, they came through in a much closer contest. We didn't televise that one yesterday, but that was quite a late match against Chia of Malaysia. So that was 22-20 in the decider. So plenty up for grabs. It's going to be an opportunity to trouser a check in mixed doubles for the pair of $11,850 US. Runners up, well, they're almost going to be walking away with $6,000 US. Here are the Thai top team, Dechapol PUAVARANUKROH and Satsiri TAERATTANACHAI. World number 4s at the moment, have been as high as 3 in the world in September. That was for just 3 weeks, but quite a coup, such a high ranking. Have their work cut out today though, taking on the might of Chinese Taipei, Wang Chi-Lin and Chung Chi-Ya. Here they are. He's got a real stage presence, hasn't he? Big fellow, very powerful. So big hopes then for these strong contenders. Court officials are already out there on centre stage. And the players, both teams ready to rock and roll. It's been a really consistent year for the Thais. They've won 2 titles this year from 5 finals contested. Semi-finals or beyond. So at least the last 4 events for the team in light blue. Norwegian umpire Michael Dahl presiding over this one. Chi-Lin and his partner just electing to take the far side. PUAVARANUKROH, just 22 years old, 1.68 m tall, Chonburi born. Recent Korean Open champions, these two, World Championship silver medalists as well, plus 7 semi-finals in the last calendar year for these two. TAERATTANACHAI, 5 years older. Very experienced competitor, totally knee construction a long while ago now. But, looking strong, always likes to play in the brace. That's their path through. Fairly emphatic, you'll agree. Just the drop of that solitary tight game in the quarterfinals against Li Su from Chinese Taipei. But again, up against more might than Chinese Taipei today in the name of these two. Chi-Lin, 24 years of age. This team ranked 25th in the world, have been as high as 10th in the world. That was back in June 2018. They've played 36 matches together this year. They've won 19 of them, lost only 17. A little bit of strapping on the right leg of Chung Chi-Ya. Another 26-year-old Chi-Lin. Semi-finalists, these two, at the Denmark Open European fortnight. And this their path through. Again, just a solitary game dropped. So both teams in fine form getting here. These guys needing just over an hour yesterday against the Malaysians, Wu and Chia. Service judge from Canada. I wonder secretly whether he'll be vying for Michelle Lee, his compatriot, to win the women's singles again. Got to be totally impartial though, haven't they? Of course they have. Dechepol PUAVARANUKROH, the young 22-year-old, out ready to roar. Who's it going to be then between these two teams to make one last surge for the title here in Macau? Burning brightly down on this one show court, this World Tour Super 300 event. Climatic Sunday finals. All 5 of them will be bringing you today. In the company of Paul Hand. Great to have you along. Let's settle back and enjoy this mixed doubles final. start from Chungchia. Oh, electric, both teams. Sometimes in a match of this kind of stature, it takes a little while to settle, but both looking very focused from the off here. Not lacking power, is he? Very explosive, slightly shorter than Wang Chi-Lin, his opposing number. Well, look at the rich variety and speeds of smash there from this man, but in the end, he was a little too creative, resulted in the error. But deadlock in the early stages here. Both teams vying to accelerate away from the others. Nicely done. Oh, hesitant, wasn't he? In the end, kind of made nothing of it. Cobwebs of doubt in his mind about where that was going to land. How's that for defense? The red and white's really wired. Immaculate lockdown there. All four players dialed in from the start. These two with a consecutive run of 4 points already. First meeting between these two teams, incidentally. Oh! Nice. Expectation on the Thai team, really, being ranked 4th in the world. Wang and Chung, 25 in the world, currently have been into the top 10 though. Glorious, blistering pace from this 22-year-old in light blue. PUAVARANUKROH mixing up the speeds really well. But again, the Chinese Taipei team so good at just soaking up the punches and spitting it back. Terrific serve there. And again, but he wasn't ready. Now he's having a little bit of a whine to the umpire there. Mind games. When Chi-Lin as a consequence just over pressing, keen to really get all over that return. Oh, nicely done. Opened up the court very effectively. Nudged the shuttle down through the middle in the end. Let's see it again. Look at that. That was the one that did the damage. Very proactive at the net, TAERATTANACHAI. Well, starting to make a big breakthrough here now, the Thais. Shifting into another gear, you sense. Left. 7 consecutive points for these two. Make that 8 as they romp to the mid-game interval. 11 points to 6. Well, it was such a glorious start from these two. Went up 6-3 in the blink of an eye, but then suddenly it's just been 8 consecutive points for the Thai team with their back to us. He's so difficult to contain, isn't he? He's power-laden, explosive, but also he's creative and imaginative in the way that he plies his trade. You know, you don't know what he's going to do next. Again, the rich variety of PUAVARANUKROH causing havoc with today's opponents. Chi-Lin with a disappointing look back towards his former doubles partner there, having set the point up well. These are big moments. Out. High performance level, hanging on a knife edge here. These two are proving a real handful, as they have done all calendar year. Big from Chi-Lin. Chung just a little unable there to back it up. So easy to overpress, so keen to engineer the point her way. Glorious. Talk about redeeming herself. Terrific point. Look at that. Well done. not easy when you've lost a couple of points to retain the confidence and keep heading towards the sun. Nice from TAERATTANACHAI.
Lovely
sense of calm amongst the Thai duo. Not a lot phases them. Oh yes, hitting the shuttle with intent and purpose there, Chinese Taipei. Great flat hard drives. Clever. Oh no, it's gone. Beg your pardon. Or has it? We've a challenge. Hence the hesitation. Clever little shallow clear there. Hawkeye's called into action then for the first time on finals Sunday. Was long. Unsuccessful challenge. Players.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 10-16. Play.
They've just shown their class, haven't they? Already amassed a run of 11 consecutive points. Wang and Cheng are right up against it. It was chasing TAERATTANACHAI, that shuttle, wasn't it? All the way into her body. She just got handcuffed by the pace of Wang Chi-Lin. He did well here to get across. The Thai is in the driving seat of this opening game. Oh, they complement each other beautifully, don't they? With TAERATTANACHAI's lovely, soft, silky hand skills around the net, and PUAVARANUKROH's rich variety and explosive power. Nice. And it's not like the Chinese Taipei athletes are underperforming. They've just been stifled by these two. They've got a real good grip on this first game now. Good leave. Suddenly looking a little lopsided. These two really showing their very best. One big step towards the trophy for PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI, who secure the opening game, 21 points to 11 inside quarter of an hour. So all four players back for game two. Can Wang, Chi-Lin and Chi-Ya make amends after what was a very, very major force to deal with the other side of the net? It's a tough ask. Can they find a way?
Second game. Level. Play.
Just a blur of light blue, isn't it? TAERATTANACHAI just blending and twinning so efficiently together. Well done from Chi-Lin. Remaining positive with her mindset. Excellent work. So important that the red and white team start well here in game two. Must winner for them. Electric pace in the mid-court area from the ties. Oh yes, a little bit of hesitation down the middle there. But these two have had such a good year, haven't they? HSBC BWF World Championship silver medalists. That's our top team. 7 semi-final showings, and on top of that, Korean Open title, the Singapore Open title. It's been a terrific 2019. Vying for a third title here. The title of the year, I should say, would be their first Macau title for either of these two teams. Defending champions were knocked out in the semi-finals. That was Fan Chun Man and Se Ying Sweat. There were 4 seeds this year. They went down to Fung and Lin. Look how quick they are reading the play. They've got all the answers right now. Wang and Chung looking a little vexed after this one. They spread the play, mixed it up nicely, tried to be proactive, but Thai's just, well, they just seem to have a little too much at the moment. Nice try.
6-2.
Has to keep going forward with that racket up, looking to take the shuttle early, keep the movement fast. That's what her role's all about. And it's tough when you're facing scoreboard pressure like this.
7-2.
It's been a no-nonsense affair from the Thais. They've been businesslike from the off. They're just keeping the heat on their opponents. There's just been no respite. It's been relentless. Well, above 115 then, service fault call. Great serve. They don't think so. A little chuckle and a smile. Good to see. Looking pretty relaxed, aren't they? But they thought the serve was out, so we're going upstairs to have it checked. Cogs are turning with the Hawkeye machinery. It's all electronic, of course, these days. Firing into action. Here it comes. It's frozen at the net. The weight goes on. Beating heart. Something's happening upstairs, I'm sure. Here it is. Let's have a look. Oh, good challenge. Just short. What you didn't see is the man at the back here was holding his hand up, almost as if to apologise to his opponents for missing the serve. Everybody sees the funny side of that. But the Thais come out with yet another point. And they've won 5 out of the last 6. Yeah, the pressure of the scoreboard started to weigh heavy now on Wang Chi-Lin and Chung Chia, the 6 seeds. Well, there's not a lot of wriggle room right now, and you do sense that the Thai duo are starting to shift into yet another gear. That's when we thought they couldn't get much better. It's been a flawless performance from them, and it continues. Look at that, marching to their kit boxes with a heady 11-3 advantage in game 2. They're playing some standout badminton right now, the top seeds. Well, Wang and Cheng are runners-up in the Spain Masters. Earlier in the year, we've won 19 matches this year, but this a whole new level. These guys are used to contesting against the world's very, very best. And they have brought, seemingly, their best today. Well, that's quite something, that Wang Chi-Lin's pace doesn't find a way through. It's all been negated today by this terrific Thai defence. Rather like Manchester City in the Premiership for those football fans amongst you last year, winning the title, struggling a little this year. Colours-wise, though, they resemble Manchester City, the Thais. Well, that's gone as well, and the misery continues for Wang Chi-Lin and his partner. Not where he wanted to find himself. But you have to tip your cap to these two. Nicely done. Now, will that ignite them? Rather muted. It's a generous crowd in here on final Sunday, as expected. Really nice from Chung there. There's been the odd sparkle of brilliance from her. But again, these two continuing to have their way. They must have a table booked for lunch or something. They're in a race, aren't they? Ties. And then again, smashing straight to the space. Fully alerted to the generous hole on the court. Scoreboard pressure is starting to crumble the campaign of Wang and Chung here. Wow. A whole lot of amazing right there from this man.
19-6.
2 points from the title. Just a last roll of the dice for Wang and Chung here. Well, you have to credit the top seeds. They've kept these two at arm's length in this half hour anyway. 12 championship points for PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI. It's another title for the Thai team. Techipol, PUAVARANUKROH and Sapsili TAERATTANACHAI as top seeds here take their third title of 2019. What a week for these two, and what a year. Job done, simply too good today. Totally orchestrating affairs out here with a very business-like performance. The ties come through, 21-11, 21-18, just over half an hour. So there's confirmation of the scoreline then. They were mercenary, weren't they? No nonsense showing there from the light blue clad PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI, coming through in 31 minutes, taking the spoils in Macau. What a week for them. Terrific. Well, you feel a little sympathy for Wang Chi-Lin and Chung Chi-Ya. They gave their all, but gradually the scoreboard kind of compounded on their shoulders and they just could not get to their best. So it was a terrific showing, wasn't it? Blues v Reds, and the Blues made some commanding badminton. From the off here, did very little wrong. Wang Chi-Lin's pace there just buckling TAERATTANACHAI, but there was not enough of it. They were just stifled. Not allowed in at all, these two. Very tough day at the office for them. You have to credit the Thai duo. It's a third title for them to go along with their Korean Open and Singapore Open silverware. They add another to the collection. All the answers. Yep, just one of those days for Wang and Chung, but all the spoils going to PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI. So we're just waiting for the presentation ceremony to assemble themselves. I think everybody a little bit shocked really, because that was such a fast mixed doubles final, wasn't it? Many expected a little bit more resistance from Wang and Chung, but they were just denied today. A terrific showing from the Thai top seeds. Just not allowed their opponents into the match. Well, that's 1 down, 4 to go. We've still got a women's singles final, women's doubles, men's singles and men's doubles as well. So plenty more action on the climatic Sunday here from Macau. Things are happening. People are in place. Dignitaries looking very important. Very well dressed.
各位球迷 咁啊，剛才咧睇完一場非常之精彩嘅混合雙打比賽啦。咁啊，稍後時間咧，我哋咧即將會進行頒獎儀式啊。咁啊，請大家咧陣間我哋宣布得獎嘅運動員進場嘅時候啦，同埋嘉賓進場嘅時候咧，希望大家以熱烈嘅掌聲咧嚟到去俾多啲歡迎嘅掌聲。各位嘉賓、各位現場嘅朋友、各位傳媒，2019澳門羽毛球世界羽聯巡迴賽混合雙打嘅頒獎禮即將展開。
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the awarding ceremony of mixed doubles of the 2019 Macau Open Badminton, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour, is about to begin.
首先介紹3位頒獎嘉賓。
Let's introduce our distinguished guests.
澳門羽毛球總會副會長兼2019澳門羽毛球世界羽聯巡迴賽組織委員會副主席林德華先生。
Mr. Lam Tegva, Vice President of Badminton Federation of Macau and Vice President of the Organizing Committee of the 2019 Macau Open Badminton, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour.
世界羽毛球聯會代表蘇菲亞小姐。
Ms. Sofia Horvath, Tournament Series Manager, Representative of Badminton World Federation.
Absolute Protest Sports 有限公司董事張建雄拿督。
Datuk Ronnie Chong, Managing Director of Absolute Protest Sports Limited.
而家請大家以熱烈嘅掌聲歡迎得獎運動員進場。
Now let's welcome the medalists to the stage.
2019澳門羽毛球世界羽聯巡迴賽混合雙打亞軍係
The runners-up of mixed doubles of the 2019 Macau Open Badminton, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour, goes to
係中華台北嘅黃齊麟、程琦雅。
Wang Chi-Lin, Chen Qi-Ya from Chinese Taipei.
2019澳門羽毛球世界羽聯巡迴賽混合雙打冠軍係
The champion of mixed doubles of the 2019 Macau Open Badminton, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour, goes to
泰國嘅德差蓬沙西麗。
the Chaipoi Subsidy from Thailand.
我哋而家有請澳門羽毛球總會副會長兼2019澳門羽毛球世界羽聯巡迴賽組織委員會副主席林德華先生為得獎運動員頒發獎牌。
Now may we invite Mr. Lam Tegva, Vice President of Badminton Federation of Macau and Vice President of the Organizing Committee of 2019 Macau Open Badminton, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour, to award the medals.
唔該晒林生。
Thank you, Mr. Lam.
我哋有請世界羽毛球聯會代表蘇菲亞小姐為得獎運動員頒發鮮花。
Now may we invite Ms. Sofia Horvath, Tournament Series Manager, Representative of Badminton World Federation, to award the flowers.
Thank you。我哋而家有請 Absolute Protest Sports 有限公司董事張建雄拿督為得獎運動員頒發獎金支票。
Now may we invite Datuk Ronnie Chong, Managing Director of Absolute Protest Sports Limited, to award the prize money.
請咁多位頒獎嘉賓同埋得獎運動員拍照留念。
May we invite our guests to take the group photo with the medalists.
多謝晒咁多位頒獎嘉賓，亦都恭喜晒咁多位運動員。
Thank you, guests, and congratulations to the medalists.
So PUAVARANUKROH and TAERATTANACHAI playing a third title of 2019. Proud moments for them. The smiling ties and part of the picture in light blue. What a showing that was. Just 31 minutes it took them. Well, it's been a terrific
再次恭喜晒得獎運動員。
and that will really
Congratulations!
help in the HSBC race to Guangzhou tally as well. So another Super 300 title added to the trophy cabinet, and a generous check as well of almost $12,000 to share. So next up, it's women's singles, and strangely, a repeat of last year's Macau Open final. Michelle Li will take on Han Yue of China.